past weekend, Floyd Money Mayweather, he squared off against his latest exhibition opponent, a man with a name almost as infamous as his own. I'm talking John Gotti, but it's the third. Now, for those of you unaware of his lineage, well, Gotti, he hails from the notorious Gambino crime family based out of New York City, which his father and grandfather both headed before being brought down by the police in the good old 1990s. I remember this when I was a kid. They were real mobsters, the last of an era. Now, rather than follow in his family's inglorious footsteps, well, Johnny's decided to prove himself inside the boxing ring. But after his match with Mayweather was brought to a halt, well, his Gotti family's instincts kicked in and all hell broke loose. Now, to find out everything that went down behind the scenes with this boxing match and what the mob is actually up to getting in on such a public display, well, you're going to want to stay tuned to this episode of Famous News. Also, if you're curious on how the Gotti family's doing these days, my wife's dropping a house tour video looking at all their real estate. You can find that on our sister channel, Famous Entertainment. All right, let's get into it. In an event billed as Last Names Matter, well, Floyd Mayweather took on John Gotti III in the latest of Money's exhibition tour matchups. Now, the fight was chaotic from the outset, and the start of the match, it was briefly delayed. After the pair's sizable entourages, they impeded the jobs of the cornermen. Now, throughout the fight, well, Floyd, he was basically toying with his opponent, leading to Gotti complaining frequently to ref Kenny Bayless about getting hit in the back of the head before throwing Mayweather into an illegal hold during the 5th round. Now, the ref was letting a lot slide, but by the 6th round, he had enough, and he decided to disqualify Gotti for repeatedly grabbing Mayweather. Now, this decision, it fired up Gotti, who then shoved the referee aside and then charged directly at Mayweather, throwing further punches. Now, Gotti's actions resulted in a massive brawl breaking out between the teams of both fighters inside of the ring, and the chaos continued into the backstage area where even some family members, they were seen throwing punches and kicks. My God. Tempers were still running high following the match, and Gotti, he eventually took to social media to refer to the world's most accomplished prize fighter in some very derogatory terms, while also promising that Mayweather, he'd made an enemy out of him for life. Is that a death threat? I don't know. Adding a little extra fuel to the fire, well, he also tagged UFC star and longtime Mayweather rival Conor McGregor in his Instagram story, asking for some backup. Now, is this setting the table for a potential rematch between these two men that will undoubtedly be bigger than the first? Well, that tends to be how these things go. But whether these two will ever step foot inside the ring again to settle things once and for all, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, this has been your full recap of Famous News. Been having a lot of fun with this channel, but not with TikTok. If you're watching this video on TikTok, I've been shadow banned, guys. We can't gain any followers. The videos go up, hundreds of thousands of people watch, but no one follows. It's concerning. You know what I mean? I've hit a glass ceiling. And I'm losing my mind. Moving on. I'll see you guys in another video. Our top story today revolves around a highly anticipated encounter between popular content creator Ishowspeed and legendary football player Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, the internet, they didn't hold back on celebrating these two finally hooking up with tens of millions of views and counting. Now, calling Cristiano his idol, well, that's an understatement, and this encounter, well, it was actually a long time coming. Now, the footage, it quickly went viral all across social media on all platforms to a tune of 10 million views and more. Now, fans from all over the world, well, they've been captivated by this special moment, and the reactions on social media, they've actually been hilarious. Now, hashtags like Ishowspeed meets Ronaldo and dreams come true, well, they've been trending, and well, it reflects the immense impact this meeting has had on people worldwide. To find out more about how these two linked up, be sure to stay tuned to this episode of Famous News, and we've also done it before they are famous on both Cristiano Ronaldo and Ishowspeed, so you can check those out on the main channel if you want to know who these two gentlemen are, but I'm sure you already know. All right, let's get into this video. Now, when this epic collab or meeting or face-to-face photo op went down, well, all of a sudden, Speed, who was streaming this live, he was spammed with W's from his fans who were celebrating the encounter. Now, with how long he's been trying to meet Ronaldo, well, many in the chat, they couldn't help but voice their support for the streamer. Now, one person even made a video documenting the journey for him to get here, which included him hanging out with a fake Cristiano Ronaldo, showing his love and admiration year after year. It finally paid off. It was a very touching moment. Now, Ishowspeed has hit a ton of recent milestones as one of YouTube's biggest streamers, but this has trumped them all. This kid really does love his football. Now, as mentioned, he's gone viral in the past for hanging out with Cristiano Ronaldo knockoffs or impersonators, but even that was enough to get his fans excited. Following his recent high school graduation, Ishowspeed, he got the best present he could have ever asked for. Now, after years of trying to cross paths with the football legend, well, it was through family members of Ronaldo's that he was speaking with online that finally hooked up this meet and greet in real time. So, congrats to him. It goes to show you that if you really put your mind to something, you can make her happen. Now, let me know what celebrity or genius or billionaire you'd like to meet if ever given the chance. Sound off in the comments down below, and you can check out Ishowspeed's Before They're Famous. He reacted to it. I think we titled it Toxic Streamer, but hey, this kid's just so crazy. I think he's definitely something. Maybe not toxic, maybe not toxic anymore, but man, he is quite the entertainer, especially for a kid just out of high school. Anyway.
Adult star Mariah Mills has been taking over the headlines recently while shamelessly bashing and exposing her ex, basketball star Zion Williamson. Mariah has been blowing up social media for days talking shit about Zion after news broke that he's having a baby with his new girlfriend, Akima. So, who is Mariah Mills, and is all the dirt she's spreading about her ex true? We will explain all this and more on this episode of Famous News. My name is Kara the Vampire Slayer. Be sure to give us a follow wherever you're watching. And now let's get into the news. Mariah Mills is getting some serious attention after ripping her ex-NBA star Zion Williamson apart all over Twitter for allegedly cheating on her. It all started when the New Orleans Pelicans player revealed he was having a baby with his girlfriend Akima, apparently while having an affair with Mariah. Zion threw his soon-to-be baby mama a gender reveal party too. And while Mariah shared her congratulations at first, it was all just a front to throw him off. She's continued her tirade on Twitter about the relationship, while going back and forth between her love for Zion and her fury towards him. One of her many tweets reading, "I didn't get played, I got lied to, which is my issue. Zion Williamson gifted me every time I saw him very nicely, I have no complaints. He always gave me gifts of what I asked for. It's just he betrayed my trust having a baby on me. He's an old soul, that's why he dated older women." So who is Mariah Mills? Mills has been working as an adult film actress and social media influencer since 2017 and is famous over on the hit subscription-based platform that's known for its adult content, where she also earns a living. 32-year-old model first gained attention from social media and built her own fan base, then used this to launch her career in the adult film industry, quickly establishing herself there as well. Mariah has graced the covers of numerous adult magazines and appeared in a wide range of adult films that have garnered millions of views, while on her social media, Mills mostly posts pictures of herself wearing lingerie and swimsuits. Mariah also has her own YouTube page with an estimated 60,000 subscribers, which she uses to post makeup tutorials. Like some other influencers trying to make it in the music industry, Mills is even a rapper on the side. But on the other hand, Mariah is making it big on the news instead. Her tweets against her ex Zion have been making headlines for a few days now, and she continues to reveal explicit details concerning her alleged relations to the basketball player. Her posts are one long rant of hurt and anger directed at Zion after the 22-year-old NBA star announced that his girlfriend Akima is pregnant with a baby girl. In a series of tweets, Mariah posts screenshots of alleged text messages between her and Williamson, claiming that he ruined her life and that she genuinely loved him. Some of these messages that are supposedly from Zion ask Mariah to delete everything she's posted about him. Mills also tweeted that her "Pray I'm not pregnant too because I'm definitely late, Zion Williamson," and another that read, "I was with you last week in New Orleans and you couldn't tell me you had a random thought pregnant after all I've done for you." Akima seemingly responded to Mariah's tweets by posting, "Happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy." Mariah's posts have went back and forth between expressions of love for Zion to bitterness. She also tweeted that she spoke to Williamson and she regretted not seeing him on February 14th. "I spoke with him and he wants me to delete all the tweets, but you had a baby on me, Zion Williamson. You need to man up and fix this situation, get a DNA test so we can all move forward with our lives." And continued, "I wish I would have came and seen you on Valentine's Day as you wanted me to, but I was still sick from my failed butt reduction surgery surgery in December, so I was on bed rest until March as requested from my doctor. Now look, a due date in November. Mariah isn't even the only chick claiming to have relations with the NBA player. Another woman, Yami Taylor, said about Zion, "I never gave you a threesome or never had an or was on Pornhub, so I guess I was all play. I probably never had a chance, you nasty ass sex addict." And she included a photo of what she claimed was a shirtless Williamson in bed. I guess only time will tell if these claims against Zion Williamson are legit and if Mariah Mills is in fact speaking the truth. But that's it for famous news. I'm Kara the Vampire Slayer, and I'll see you guys again in another video.